SAUDADE. I think this piece did a really brilliant job at exploring that title, that longing for what once was. And there was a great push and pull to that longing, and really brilliant visual representation of the connection that once was. The warm and pure light, the nostalgic soundtrack that would come on, this kind of ease in the pace that time almost seems to stand still, that frozen memory. And then the present, which is full of the rage, the longing, the anger, the quick paces jutting through the more solemn color scheme, dark and heavy. And I thought that that was a brilliant way of showing us visually that, but our performers, especially our female performer, really encompassed that by committing fully to that push and pull, to those two states. And she really gave a vulnerable and raw and charged performance. I was pretty blown away by. So, really effective piece.
This dance pulls you right in. It really shows that this girl's struggling with memories, perhaps, because I don't think this guy's really there. She's going back and forth on kind of how she got out of a toxic relationship, and that kind of goes through that cycle where you keep going back into the same relationship, even if it's not best for you, before finally finding out how to thrive on your own, which is, I think, what the end is really saying when she's dancing by herself and she's happy and she's in white. It's kind of showing that she's dealt with the demons of her past and put this man behind her. Well, she definitely did seem to go back to him. No, it's quite short, but it has so many complex themes within this dance, going back and forth with the costume changes and showing that there were times where it was passionate, but a lot of times where it's toxic. And this guy being in shadows really shows that he kind of loomed over her and she's finally moving past it, which makes it a very intriguing and complex film.
This was a beautifully done film. I felt like the title was perfect. I looked it up. The definition of it's basically an emotional state of melancholic or profoundly nostalgic longing for a beloved who's, someone or something that isn't there anymore, absent, and you may never see them again. And I just thought it was such a beautiful representation of that word, this whole film. I loved seeing it expressed through dance, how she was sitting there thinking about it, and then she gets up and dances, and we saw her thoughts, and then she comes back to the dance. So I just really liked this a lot. I love the performances. I thought they were really great, and the camera work and everything about it just technically was there for me. So, and it was only, I think, just under 6 minutes. So great job.
In this piece, the performer has to display a significant range of emotions. In this piece, her arc in her performance from dance to dance is what pulls the audience in, is also what tells a story. Also, the sound design definitely aids in taking us on what I deem a journey, an arc in the tumultuous relationship that is being showcased through various forms of dance.
This is for SAUDADE. This, first off, the title gives away a vibe that I was expecting something, and then it's very contrasting with the plot. It is this beautiful, rich music and perfectly cute movements, and I love their costume design. This chemistry between this couple is quite intense. The choreography is very intentional, and I love their setting. It's very unassuming. It's just a natural setting for the interaction, and I think they are very talented. I enjoyed this film a lot.